Hello and welcome to Beyond the Game. Today we will take a closer look at the open beta for OnRush, a new off-road racer made by Codemasters. The open beta for OnRush ran on the PS4 until May the 22nd. The beta lets you play a tutorial level which explains you how the game exactly works and a handful of different online races. For those that haven't heard about the game, OnRush is a multiplayer focused racer that is similar to PlayStation 3's Motorstorm. You race on off-road tracks designed with big jumps, ramps and obstacles. You have a small variety of vehicles you can choose from, and they range from motorcycles to heavy off-road cars, and they all have a different purpose for your team. Yes, OnRush focuses on team play racing instead of the free-for-all mechanic that all race games seems to use. In OnRush it isn't always the goal to race up front, but here you have different kind of tasks that you have to complete to win a race. For instance, to win a race you have to drive through gates. You start with a time of 30 seconds that will eventually decrease. Every time you or one of your teammates drives through a gate, you will add a second to that clock. First team that has no time left loses. Or you get in a race where you gain points from linking boosts together, and the first team with a certain amount of points wins. It's a fun mechanic that lets players actually stick to their goals. Of course, besides the goals you can also ram into your opponents to wreck their cars like a burnout game. Or you will hit obstacles such as trees or shipping containers yourself along the way. If you do get too far behind the pack, you will automatically be transported to the front again to keep you in the action. The vehicles themselves handle what you might expect from an arcade racer. I however cannot even remember if I ever hit the brake so far while playing the game. The sense of speed is here once you get an all-out boost, and boost is earned by performing jumps or wrecking other players. If you don't have boost, the cars feel rather sluggish and slow. So how did the beta look and run so far? Well, frame rate wise it was stable, and so is the net connection itself. The game looks a little bit arcadey, and graphically it isn't the nicest game you've ever seen. It all looks a little bit simplistic and nothing seems to be too detailed. Maybe that is the focus to ensure a smooth frame rate when there are tons of cars on screen from both players and AI alike. In the sound department things seems to be done really well here. From the engine sounds to the big jump landings and crashes. The soundtrack consists out of nice upbeat music that plays in the menus as during the races. So in the end, is this game going to be worth its price point when it comes out? This one is hard to tell, as of course this was a beta. However, the game will be released on the 5th of June, so I think this is a good representation of the final product. The game is fun and the action is hectic. The game modes presented in the beta are bare, but the full product will have of course more modes, tracks and vehicles. From what I've seen, I don't think this will be a day one purchase however. I'm afraid that the game will start to bore rather fast if you play this by yourself. Online play can of course last a bit longer, but the game is too arcadey and I don't see people hang around much longer than just a few weeks. But of course I might be wrong in the end. So did you play the beta and what are your thoughts about it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you like this video, hit that like button. For more videos check out the channel and maybe even subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.